Can you solve all these Class 3 EVA's Chapter 6 Foods We Eat questions? Vitamins are. You chose protective food, and it is correct. We get food from. Solid response. Animals and plants is a valid choice. A protective food. You got it. Your choice fruits and vegetables is right. Dash is a cereal.
Nice selection. Rice is the correct and valid answer.
Bodybuilding food. Well picked. Pulses is the correct answer. Why do we eat food? Great job. To get energy is the accurate answer.
Dash give us energy.
On track. Carbohydrates is the correct answer. We need food to dash. Well reasoned. All of the above is the correct choice. Cheese has proteins. Right choice. True is the best answer. Young people can dash. Excellent choice. Eat everything is the right answer. An energy-giving food. Strong choice. Rice is the right answer. Where did Junie live? Exactly. Kashmir makes sense and it is right choice. Food gives us energy. Perfect. True is the correct choice. We eat breakfast dash.
Correct response. In the morning is the most accurate answer.
What do vultures eat?
Valid point. Dead animals is true.
Rice is eaten more in. You're right. Baha is the correct answer. We get sugar from dash. Smart pick. Sugarcane is the correct choice. Wheat is eaten more in.
Good thinking. Punjab is the right answer.
Cooking makes the food.
Clear logic. Your choice, all of these is sound and 100% true.
Who likes linghefen? Great thinking. Lie is the right choice. Baby of 2 months has. Well done. No teeth is the right choice. Dash is a milk product. Sharp thinking. Butter is the right choice. Dash is a healthy food.
Excellent. Milk is a brilliant choice.
Where did Lincoln live? Nicely done. Hong Kong is a solid answer. Where did Thomas live? Right again. Kerala is a valid answer. Buddha is also known as. Nice work. You chose corn cob and it is correct. Pulses are rich in dash. Bravo. Proteins is the answer. We should eat dash food. Correct. Healthy is the right answer. Cereals are rich in dash. Good job. Your answer carbohydrates works well here. Dash is rich on minerals. Smart move. Milk is an accurate answer, which is not a food item. Good thinking. Chair is the right answer. What is boiled tapioca? You chose boiled potato, and it is correct. We prepared dosa from dash. Smart pick. Rice is the correct choice. We get our food from dash. Exactly. Plants and animals make sense and it is right choice.
Dash is a protective food. Strong choice. Tomato is the right answer.
Which spelling is correct?
Sharp thinking. Samosa is the right choice. Dash can be cooked easily. Right choice. Rice is the best answer. Boys, girls of your age can.
Perfect. Eat everything is the correct choice.
Sugar is the source of dash. Clear logic. Your choice carbohydrate is sound and 100% true.
Dash provide instant energy.
Great job. Carbohydrates is the accurate answer. A food item made from wheat. Excellent. Chapati is a brilliant choice.
Who invented Braille script?
Well picked. Louis Braille is the correct answer.
This is a bodybuilding food.
Nice selection. Egg is the correct and valid answer.
We should eat our meals dash.
Well reasoned. On time is the correct choice. Millet is eaten more in dash. Valid point. Rajasthan is true.
We should eat dash every day.
Correct. Balanced diet is the right answer. We have our dash in afternoon. You're right. Lunch is the correct answer. This is an energy-giving food. Great thinking. Sugar is the right choice. We must always eat junk food. Nicely done. False is a solid answer.
Growing children need more of.
On track, protein is the correct answer.
Dash is a bodybuilding food.
Excellent choice. Fish is the right answer.
How many wings do birds have?
Solid response. 2 is a valid choice. Where was Chucky in the house? Nice work. You chose upstairs and it is correct. Milk is called a complete food.
Smart move. True is an accurate answer. Does Chucky has all the teeth?
You got it. Your choice, no, is right. We should never waste our food. Right again. True is a valid answer. A South Indian family eats dash. Good job. Your answer, Edlison, works well here.
Burger is very good for health.
Well done. No is the right choice.
What is the meaning of tapioca?
Correct response. Type of root is the most accurate answer. Roti is also called as chapati. Bravo! True is the answer. Which shows that we are hungry. Smart move. Become tired is an accurate answer. Which bird is our national bird? Great job. Peacock is the accurate answer.
Dash are called protective food.
Good job. Your answer, fruits and vegetables, works well here. Which is the source of proteins? You got it. Your choice, paneer, is right. Hand expressions are called dash. Well reasoned. Madras is the correct choice. Dash cannot be made out of rice. You chose burger, and it is correct. Name the birds which cannot fly. Correct response. Ostrich and hen is the most accurate answer. Sea fishes are cooked in dashed oil.
Excellent choice. Coconut is the right answer.
Which type of food we should eat?
Nice selection. Healthy food is the correct and valid answer.
We eat dash part of potato plant.
You're right. Stem is the correct answer.
Which is the largest sense organ?
Nice work. You chose skin and it is correct.
Infants can eat all types of food.
Clear logic. Your choice false is sound and 100% true. Butter and oil are sources of dash. Well picked. Fats is the correct answer. Which bird doesn't sleep at night? Exactly. All makes sense and it is right choice. What keeps the body of birds warm? Nicely done. Feathers is a solid answer.
Food item that we get from animals.
On track. Egg is the correct answer. How does Daddy like to have her dal? Sharp thinking. Sugar in her dal is the right choice. This food is not good for our health. Excellent. Burger is a brilliant choice. What is the example of carbohydrate? Solid response. Rice is a valid choice. Which is the source of carbohydrate? Smart pick. Corn is the correct choice. Facial expressions are called bovs. Correct. True is the right answer. What type of bones do the birds have? Perfect. Hollow is the correct choice. The taste of all the people are same. Right choice. False is the best answer.
Vipul returned home from which place?
Good thinking. School is the right answer. How many meals should we eat in a day? Valid point. 3 is true. Choose the pulses from the given list. Bravo. Green gram, dal, pea is the answer. Which of the following is are edible? Strong choice. All of these is the right answer. We get butter, ghee, cheese from plant. Well done. False is the right choice. Which food does not come from animals? Great thinking. Nuts is the right choice.
Rice, wheat, maize are called cereals.
Right again. True is a valid answer.
The person who cannot hear is called.
Nice selection. Diff is the correct and valid answer. What are the 2 main sources of food? Great job. Animals and plants is the accurate answer.
What are some types of leaf vegetables?
Exactly. Lettuce, spinach, and kale make sense and it is right choice. Food is anything people or animals dash.
Correct response. Drink, eat, and take is the most accurate answer.
Grains of dash are used to make popcorn. Right choice. Maize is the best answer.
Person who talks through action are dash. Perfect. Both deaf and dumb is the correct choice.
Which bird lays its eggs in crow's nest? Smart move. Cool is an accurate answer. We make ghee butter and curd from dash.
You chose milk, and it is correct. Daddy likes to have some dash in her dal.
Smart pick. Sugar is the correct choice.
Food can be classified into dash groups.
Good job. Your answer 3 works well here.
Which age group can eat all types of food?
You're right. Young is the correct answer. Fruits and vegetables make their own dash.
Excellent. Food is a brilliant choice.
Orange, mango, banana, and grapes are dash. You got it. Your choice fruits is right. Hands and face in dance conveys feelings.
Solid response. True is a valid choice. Which of the following is a healthy food?
Great thinking. Milk is the right choice.
4-month-old baby can drink dash only. Strong choice. Mother's milk is the right answer. The script used by blind people is called or.
Valid point. Braille script is true.
Vipul's grandmother is as strong as Vipul.
Well reasoned. No is the correct choice.
Lichin and her mother loved to eat snakes.
Well picked. True is the correct answer.
Which bird likes to dance before it rains? Clear logic. Your choice peacock is sound and 100% true. Why cannot old people eat hard food items? Bravo! Their teeth are weak is the answer.
Which of the following bird has a red beak? Nicely done. Parrot is a solid answer.
Which of the following can be eaten raw?
Right again. Cucumber is a valid answer.
Who is the oldest member in Vipul's family?
Good thinking. Vipul's grandmother is the right answer.
Name the food items that we get from plants.
On track, vegetables is the correct answer. Honey is the food item that we obtained from. Well done. Animal sauce is the right choice. The food item that can be made using rice is. Sharp thinking. Idly is the right choice.
What are some fruits that come from flowers?
Correct. Apples, peaches, and pears is the right answer.
What is the relation between Vipul and Chucky? Excellent choice. Cousins is the right answer.
We should drink dash glasses of water per day. Nice work. You chose 810 and it is correct. Which of the following foods comes from plants? You chose peach, mango, grapes, and it is correct. Which of the following is not prepared by rice? Valid point. Chapati is true.
Name the bird which has black beak and feather.
Correct response. Crow is the most accurate answer. Mother's milk is the best food for the infants. Perfect. Yes is the correct choice. How many members are present in Vipul's family? Exactly. 5 makes sense and it is right choice. Vegetable that can be eaten only after cooking. Strong choice. Bitter gourd is the right answer. Which of the following is an energy-giving food? Great thinking. Rice is the right choice. What did grandmother want in the dal to be added? Great job.
Sugar is the accurate answer. Rice, noodles, and pasta are sources of dash food.
You got it. Your choice energy-giving food is right.
Rice, wheat, and potatoes mostly contains vitamins.
Right again. False is a valid answer.
We eat food according to availability and customs. Good thinking. True is the right answer. How many dot patterns are there in Braille script? Sharp thinking. 6 is the right choice. What was Vipul eating while returning from school? Right choice. Corn is the best answer.
Do children who cannot hear and speak go to school? You're right. Yes is the correct answer. How many classical dances are there in our country? Bravo. 8 is the answer. Which food item can be eaten raw as well as cooked? On track. 9 is the correct answer. Two expressions used in dance are bhavas and mudras. Correct. True is the right answer.
The other name for corn in Hindi language is botta.
Well picked. True is the correct answer. In dash, the hands and face are used to convey feeling. Clear logic. Your choice dancing is sound and 100% true.
Capsicum and green chilies are the energy-giving food.
Nice work. You chose false, and it is correct.
Which of the following is the classical dance of Assam?
Excellent. Satriya is a brilliant choice. Some plants use energy to make flowers, fruits, and dash. Excellent choice. Seeds is the right answer. People who can neither hear nor speak talk through dash. Good job. Your answer actions works well here. What was Vipul's mother cooking for Vipul's grandmother? Well done. Dal and roti is the right choice. Soybean, beans, and pulses are sources of plant proteins. Nice selection. Yes is the correct and valid answer. Asparagus, celery, and leeks are types of dash vegetables. Solid response. STEM is a valid choice. People eating both plants and animal food are known as dash. Nicely done. Non-vegetarian is a solid answer. Which of the following are not preserved by refrigeration? Smart move. Salt is an accurate answer. Which of these is an important ingredient of Kerala cuisine? Well reasoned. Coconut is the correct choice. What is taught in the school where dumb and deaf children go? Smart pick. Sign language is the correct choice. Do the old people have the ability to chew hard food properly? Well picked. No is the correct answer. By which sense organ you came to know that neem leaf is bitter?
Nice selection. Tongue is the correct and valid answer.
How many years old was Vipul's little sister of how many years? On track. 4 is the correct answer. A balanced diet contains all the nutrients in the right quantity. Right choice? True is the best answer.
Match with correct option. Milk Kiris Pula Wheat Chapatikad.
Great thinking. Lassi is the right choice. True or falsui make a same type of food items using the same materials? Smart pick. False is the correct choice.
Tia broke a plate by chance. What might be her facial expression on it?
You're right. Scared is the correct answer.
Birju Maharaj is associated with which of the following classical dance? Nice work. You chose Kathak, and it is correct.
When we feel hungry, that the stomach is empty, we know that we are hungry.
You chose true, and it is correct.
The three whites, which are harmful for our healthy, are maida, sugar, and salt.
Correct response. True is the most accurate answer. When you touch ice, you feel cool. Which sense organ gives sense of cold to you? Great job. Skin is the accurate answer. Rukmani Devi is associated with which of the following classical dance of India?
Solid response. Bharatanatyam is a valid choice.
Which of the following activity can be done by a person who cannot hear and speak? Correct. Reading a book is the right answer. Kavya is a musician and Ananya is an athlete. Who should consume more energy-giving food? Bravo! Ananya is the answer. In Go, Junie ate fish cooked in coconut oil, but she loves to eat fish cooked in mustard oil. Right again. True is a valid answer. Which nutrient helps to fight with infections in the body and makes our immune system stronger? Clear logic. Your choice vitamins is sound and 100% true. Tick the correct option. Must always fill the plates with the amount of food that we cannot eat. Good thinking. False is the right answer. All children in the class are not eating the same kind of food because different children belong to different region. Perfect. True is the correct choice. The food we eat gives us energy too.
Smart move. All of the above is an accurate answer.
Which nutrient do we get from this?
Excellent choice. Vitamins and minerals is the right answer.
We get sugar from the juice of dash.
Sharp thinking. Sugarcane is the right choice.
Jalmuri is a popular snack in Dash.
Nicely done. West Bengal is a solid answer.
All that we eat during the day is called. Well done. Food is the right choice. We love to use the leaves to make salads.
Strong choice. Lettuce is the right answer.
One of the famous sweet dish in Tamil Nadu.
Good job. Your answer payasam works well here.
Potatoes are part of the potato plant's dash. Well reasoned. Stem is the correct choice. Lemons are sour, hence they are good source of. Valid point, vitamin C is true. The part of the plant used as food is the dash. You got it? Your choice stem is right.
Where does popcorn come from? It comes from dash.
Exactly. Corn makes sense and it is right choice. Look at the picture. All of the things you see are called dash.
Excellent. Food is a brilliant choice.
This fast food, commonly eaten in Maharashtra, resembles a burger. Great job. Vada Pav is the accurate answer. Identify this personality who was the first deaf and dumb to be a graduate. Exactly.
Helen Keller makes sense and it is right choice.
We need to eat dash to stay healthy. They are rich in vitamins and nutrients.
Correct? Fruits and vegetables is the right answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Duh.
Solid response. Contact Narayan Changdar on Facebook is a valid choice.